They're beautiful, they're tasty, and they're making me money. Let's talk about growing edible flowers for profit at your small farm. If you're struggling to make your small farm more profitable, edible flowers might be your secret weapon. Today, I'll show you how I harvest, package, and sell my edible flowers every week here in my urban farm. So not all flowers hold up well after harvest. That is why I focus on varieties that stay fresh longer and can tolerate delicate handling like nasturtiums, dianthus, and pansies. These flowers aren't just beautiful, but they have distinct flavors that our chefs love. The key to high quality edible flowers is growing them organically without any pesticides or chemical sprays. This ensures that they're completely safe for direct consumption in food and in drinks. And as you can see in our flower bed, there's an abundance of life. We have lots of ladybugs and other insects that are thriving in this organic environment. Harvesting for longevity. Here are my top tips for harvesting flowers for the longest shelf life. First, you always want to harvest your flowers early in the morning. This ensures that it is the most hydrated and that they're not stressed out by the heat. This will extend the shelf life and prevent the petals from wilting. Second, I handle my flowers very carefully. I use a sharp pair of scissors to harvest, and I make sure that they are not pinched or squeezed and that the petals are not bruised. And thirdly, make sure that you have the right size containers for the size of the flowers that you're harvesting. Just to remember, if the petals or the stems are bruised, they won't store very well. A lot of people ask if I pre-wash my edible flowers before packaging. The answer depends on the variety and how it will be used. Delicate flowers like pansies and nasturtiums don't hold up well when washed, so I keep them dry, and I advise my chefs to rinse them just before use if needed. Hardier flowers like calendula petals can handle a quick rinse and dry before packaging. Once I harvest my flowers, I quickly and carefully package them in an appropriate size container. This is really important. This avoids squeezing, bruising, or crushing of the flowers. Our chefs love a good variety pack, so I customize each order based on what's blooming at peak quality. Some restaurants want all of one type, while others want an assorted mix, and that gives them options for plating and garnishes. Once everything is packaged, I keep the flowers chilled during transportation to preserve their freshness. Bartenders love edible flowers. They use it in their cocktails and it adds visual appeal and unique flavors. Building relationships with chefs and restaurants is one of the best part of what I do. When they know that they're getting fresh, high quality flowers, it keeps them ordering every week. Harvesting edible flowers is like a craft. It takes proper timing, careful handling, and proper storage to ensure that they arrive in perfect condition. So if you're currently growing flowers for chefs or planning on growing flowers for chefs, try these tips to keep your blooms fresher for longer. So that's a quick look on how I harvest and sell my edible flowers. If you're planning on growing edible flowers or you already are growing edible flowers, drop your questions in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. I'll make sure to answer all your questions. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can get more tips about small-scale farming.